3 free investments you can make at your 20s to make you rich at 40s. What comes to your mind when you hear the word investment? If you're like most people, the word investment means putting your money on something with the hope of having a better financial returns, right? Well, that's one form of investment, but not the most important one in my experience. In fact, I've come to understand that if you don't make other primary and important investments, financial investment will only make you poorer. If you think I don't know what I'm talking about here, listen to what the richest investor in our world today has to say. The most important investment you can make is in yourself. Warren Buffett. In this video, we'll be sharing with you 3 very important investments you must make at your 20s if you want to be rich at your 40s and 50s. None of these investments has to do with money, but they are much more important than money because they can lead you into the world of unlimited money in the nearest future. Investment number 1. Invest in your financial education. When I was 19, my goals usually was to read 50 books every year. Most of these books will be about money and business. Now I cannot sit down to read as much as that anymore, but I'm blessed to have read all those books at my 20s. My life would have been a lot different from what it is now. Listen, the best period of your life is your 20s. You have much time than you think you do. You have more energy than you think. You have more of everything than you can imagine. For you to understand how important your 20s is, ask a 50-something-year-old man and you understand how precious it is to be 20-something. Now is the time you can set a solid financial foundation for yourself. Now is the time to know what none of your mates know about money. Now is the time to learn how to overcome poverty as fast as possible. And the best way to learn how to do that is by reading good books about money, business and investing. If you don't have money to buy books, go to some public library or borrow from your friends. If you want to be financially free very soon, you'll spend less time on social media and more time getting financial education. Don't ever think you learn anything about money in school, because school, unfortunately, was designed to teach you how to be broke for the rest of your life. Nobody will teach you how to be rich except you are disciplined enough to read books written by people who have done it before. Investment number 2. Invest in relationship with ambitious people. Having relationships with positive and ambitious people is probably going to end up being one of the best investments of your life. Tell me your friends and I'll tell you what your future looks like. In my experience, one of the most important decisions of my life was to stop hanging out with negative people. I made that decision when I was 18 and my life became better for it. No matter how smart you are, you can't be better than those you associate with. But is this an investment? Yes, this is an investment because it will cost you a lot. You have to be hated by some people because you don't keep their company. You also have to invest time in hanging out with the right people. You may have to be lonely at the beginning because only very few people are actually right for you. At the end, if you keep company with only positive and ambitious people, you have a good and prosperous future because these people will continuously inspire and challenge you to become a better person. Investment number 3. Try life. Make mistakes. Your errors at 20s are your most important assets for the rest of your life. Your failures at 20s will yield better returns than any financial investment you can ever imagine. Most people think they will be in a better position to pursue their dreams at their 30s, and when they are 30-something, they think it should be easier at 40s. When they are 49, they tell themselves the truth, which is, it's too late to be foolish. But now at your 20s, it's the right time to be foolish. Don't take life easy. Don't care too much about mistakes and failures. I started my first business at the age of 15 and went fully into the business world at 21. I spent many years making mistakes and failing, but I was still 20-something, so it mattered not that much. Now I can't try all those things I did, and I don't have to try them because I'm doing well with my life. What are your dreams? You want to be an entrepreneur, a comedian, or a musician? Don't wait for when everything you need will be readily available. Get out and start with whatever you have. If you don't start now, you may never start, or you will start when it's too late. In summary, your 20-something is the best years of your life, but you may not realize this until you lose this golden opportunity. Don't regret at 50s. Invest now in your financial education, good relationships, and failures. The more good books you can read, the more good people you hang around, the more mistakes you're willing to make at your 20s, the more successful you'll be for the rest of your life. You enjoyed this video, didn't you? We would like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.